Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting the very new chapter, that is chapter 17, web designing. So this is the very last chapter of this particular syllabus, and with the end of this chapter we will be completing the second PUC Karnataka syllabus, computer science syllabus. Okay, so let us start with chapter 17. So, like the name says, here we'll be learning everything about web designing. So let us quickly see what are the objectives of this chapter. That is, once we complete this chapter, what are the things we will be learning about? First thing is knowing a web page and website. So we will understand what is a web page, what are the components of that, and how it is interrelated to the website. We will also see what is the HTML structure. How can we write, if at all we want to, we have to write a HTML code, then what is exactly is the structure of that, how HTML programs are used in creating websites, and also to understand the concept of hosting and maintain websites. Now, these are the things which we will be learning by the end of this chapter. So with that, let us start with the introduction of this particular lesson. So we will start with understanding what exactly is HTML. Now, HTML is the mother tongue of your browser. Now, what do you mean by mother tongue? We all have a mother tongue. Now, similarly, whatever the browser we are talking about, which is nothing but we are trying to access the internet. Now, internet, every time you type an address, web pages appear, isn't it? Now, these web pages are nothing but created with the help of HTML. That is the reason we say that HTML is the mother tongue of your browser. And HTML was invented in 1990 by the scientist called Tim Berners-Lee. Now, this is the name which you will come across when we are talking about www as well. So, Tim Berners-Lee is a very important name. He has also invented HTML in the year 1990. To see the HTML code of a page on the internet, simply click View on the top menu of your browser and choose Source. Okay, so by doing this, if you want to view the source code of a web page, you can do that. So you can try this after watching this video. Okay, and HTML is an abbreviation of Hypertext Markup Language. This is also, everybody should be aware of this. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So that is about your HTML. Next, let us quickly see what is the structure of HTML. So as you can see, this is how HTML looks like. It has HTML. This is how we usually write a HTML tag. It will have this lesser than and greater than symbol. Between that, we will write some variables or content like this, which is this entire part is called as a tag, HTML tag. So each one of them, whatever we write, we cannot simply write it. Just like how we have a programming language, this also has meanings to it. All right. So one thing you have to observe is I have started with HTML here. And as you can see, I have closed it here, which is nothing but I put a slash and then I have once again written HTML. So it simply means that I have started and I have ended HTML code over here. Similarly, you can see that I have started the head of this particular web page and that head has been ended over here. So which means this part comprises of the head part of the web page. Similarly, I have given a title with the title tag and I have ended the title over here with the end tag. All right. So let us get back to the structure. So structure is always we will start with the HTML and end with the HTML. And in between that, we can have n number of tags, whichever tag we would like to have in our web page. So head tag is usually used in order to have a heading. Okay, so as you can see here, marks the beginning of your HTML, which is nothing but your HTML tag. Head begins the heading section of an HTML document. Now title. Title is starting and ending here. It gives a HTML document a title that appears on the web browser menu bar. All right, in the menu bar, it is going to show you. Also will appear on search engines or bookmarks referencing to your site. So this title is important. So whatever title you are giving here, that will be referred everywhere. All right. Also, we have a body. Now, here the body is starting over here and ending here. This defines the HTML document. So once you have a title of the page, after that, whatever the content you want to have your web page will be mentioned within the body. So it appears in the main browser window, can be used with BG color, text, link, and everything. That we will see what is the meaning of all this. BG color is nothing but it stands for the background color of your text. Text is nothing but what kind of a text you're putting. Link is nothing but whether you're adding a link, all these things. And here with the end tag, we are defines the end of your HTML document. So this is the very brief structure about your HTML document. So let us now see the web page layout. How does it look like? So this is how usually when we see any of your document, this is how it will look like, isn't it? So we will have a header. Any web page, if you're seeing, it will have some headings where the names and everything will be written. Then we will have some divisions like this, isn't it, within the web page, where we'll have contents over here, then contents over here. Also, we will have a footer where it will be mentioned about the context details and all those stuff. So this is how your web page layout looks like usually. So for example, here it is given the Karnataka government PU board website. So as you can see, I have a header here where it is mentioned what kind of a web page it is. Then you have images here. Then you, as you can see, there are links here. Then there is contents. Once again, these are also links. Facebook links they have added. They have added some footer over here. Few more links. It has been left, right, and center categorized. Even in center, I have something in the middle. Once again, this is divided into two. All these things can be done with the help of a HTML. All right, so this is one example. So next time, whenever you're seeing a web page, try to observe. Now, what is the basic requirement of the web page? So the most of the web pages contain the basic layout such as address box. Okay, so as you can see here, this is nothing but the address box. This is the usual what is required out of a web page. We should have an address to enter the domain name where we can navigate the pages. So whatever the address I'm writing, for example, if I'm writing Google, I can navigate it to that Google page, isn't it? Header of the web page with or without subheading. You can also have a header. So for example, just like we had Karnataka, Government of Karnataka, you can have a subpage, or if not required, subheading, or sometimes it might not be required. Here it was required because when you talk about Karnataka government, it can have so many subdivisions or sub-departments. So here it is clearly mentioned as a subdivision that this belongs to a Karnataka pre-university board. So that will become your subheading. Okay. Then we have footer with the license value, images, etc. Some footer, in the footer, we will have below the web page, we will have certain details, images we can have, and also we can have n number of contents. As you can see, home, blog. When I click this, I will get a different kind of a content. Again, once again, when I click this. So these are the basic requirement. Navigation you should have. You should have a search button. You should have a what are the different kinds of licenses and images and all those things. Okay. So these are the basic requirements. I hope this is clear. So in this session, we will be learning only this. So today we have seen what is HTML. We have also seen what is a basic layout, what is a requirement, and we have also seen the basic structure of the HTML. In the next session, we will be discussing about advanced HTML tags, where we'll learn about different tags, and we will also try to implement few of them. Till then, thank you for watching, students. Keep learning.